Have you ever thought about how much money it takes to be happy? It may be less than you think. So, according to a recent study at Princeton University, there was a tipping point in terms of annual household income that seemed to prove, air quotes, prove that people were happy at that level, but not twice as happy with twice as much money. So when I'm in front of an audience and I ask this question, I get answers all over the map, like literally $5 million a year or $1 million is not an uncommon answer by any means. Many people think $200,000 as an annual salary is the tipping point for happiness. What that study from Princeton University found, and you can Google search it and verify this, was that $75 household income, not individual household income, $75,000 was the magic mark. The reason for that was that if you made $75,000 a year, you could afford a nice house, 2 cars for you and your spouse, one for you and your spouse. You could take a vacation or 2 a year. Your kids could be involved in sports or whatever they would want to do. Your lifestyle becomes what you would consider comfortable. And maybe that's a better term because happiness is defined in a bunch of different ways, but comfortable is certainly something that a lot of us are striving for. So good news is, for if you're in certain disciplines coming out of school, let's call them major graduate programs such as finance, computer science, stuff like that, the average starting salary is right about $48,000 a year. So let's just round that up to $50,000 to make it easy. Now, that's just one of you. If you have a spouse who also is working, hitting that $75,000 mark probably isn't that tough. But there's a catch. And that catch is you have to manage that money correctly. Because remember, if you go out and buy more house than you can afford, but you do qualify for it, and you go lease 2 brand new cars, and you have student loans to pay off, and you put a whole bunch of stuff on credit cards every month and have interest to deal with and stuff like that, that $75,000 will be gone like that. So while that study found a number that we can strive for, and luckily it's lower than most of us think, the assumption was that you handled that money properly. And I have other videos that are dedicated to that. I wanted to keep this one short and sweet. $75,000 is a whole lot less than most people think, and I think that that is good news. But again, the caveat is that you have to manage that money properly. So check out some of my other videos under financial lessons to learn more about how to do that. Good luck.